Hello and welcome back to Broken Sword. So this should hopefully be the last irregular episode, and after this one they'll come out. I think it's CEST 10 PM around that time, something like that. So this is George. He's a bit of a idiot's womanizer, but he's a good enough guy, I guess. So let's have a look at things.
Wrapped around the lamppost was a newspaper.
Look at the news. Okay.
The big story was about the brutal murder of a French media magnate.
Is it just me, or does it sound like he's speaking through a radio?
Like a regular French statesman.
Looks, sounds really weird.
The column was devoted exclusively to rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read, Salah Eddin, 1345.
Alright.
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
So that's it, I guess?
The table had been overturned by the explosion.
Yeah, it's weird. It sounds like he's very muffled and lo-fi.
But I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
I don't know if it's like, if they're reusing his voices or something like that. It might be. We'll see when we speak to someone else.
It was the body of the old man. It was hard to believe I'd seen him alive only minutes before. The sight of the dead guy's staring eyes turned my knees to jelly. I tried not to meet his stare as I searched the dead man's pockets. No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page.
Then how did you expect to pay for the coffee? Or whatever you had.
Apart from a bit in the middle, the mirror had smashed into 1,000 pieces. Bad luck for someone.
Probably the clown.
I'd hoped the fact that the mirror was already broken meant I'd escaped the bad luck. The mirror had smashed into 1,000 pieces. Poor guy. He was pretty mashed up.
Wasn't there... I think I remember there being something about this, but I can't remember what. I guess it's not yet, maybe? I can't do anything else with him, can I?
I checked his pocket.
No. Alright, let's... Oh, what's this?
A mysteriously undamaged bottle of spirit stood on the bar.
I will steal it.
A stiff drink, but I hated the taste of brandy. I needed a stiff...
Oh.
A mysterious...
Alright, talk to her.
The waitress was clearly suffering from shock.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? Oh, no, don't tell me. What is your name, Shelley?
George Stobart, ma'am. You look like you could use
and
a little
now
help.
They sound like they're like
use
inside
a drink. I feel sick.
a
Dizzy,
metal box.
and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't say. What happened?
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
Good guy.
No, but I used to play hospitals when I was a kid. Can you remember anything at all?
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
Sure.
Is that straight or with ice?
Just give me the bottle with a teat on it.
I guess a little drop won't hurt.
This is probably a bad idea.
That's better.
She knocked back the brandy as if it was water. I was glad I wasn't picking up the check.
Oh.
The pretty young waitress...
Dang it. I probably shouldn't have done that.
Wake up! She didn't respond. If I wanted another cappuccino, I'd have to serve myself.
Oh well, I guess we're going with it. Normally, in these types of games, I would probably just reload at this point to try to, like, not give it to her, but,
The mirror is
for
smashed
the
to
sake of
1,000
video,
pieces.
I'll go with
Bad
what
luck for someone.
go with the hand I'm dealt with.
Poor guy.
But yeah, there really isn't anything here, which is weird. Yeah, I could have sworn there was something, like, behind here or something. I guess we might find this later. Let's go up here.
Freeze! Hold it, right there.
Whoa, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche. What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead.
Well done.
Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
Oh man, I shouldn't have gotten her
Et
drunk.
maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so, apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No, he was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
A clown.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon. The picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live if she survives the hangover. She doesn't remember seeing a clown, monsieur.
That's odd. Don't
Shit,
you
I
think
shouldn't
so?
have had her
Who am I to believe?
given her a drink.
I wonder. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside
Oh god,
the
this guy's a nut
subconscious?
job.
If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
And here's Nico. So, you know what? I'm actually going to load, just to see what happens if you don't give her a drink.
I examined the job.
Because, like, yeah, sure, I can just cut. You don't even have to see a thing. I'll be right back.
Can you remember anything at all?
Alright.
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
No.
You could be in shock. No alcohol.
What about the old man? Is he dead?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Oh, mon Dieu. I've never seen a real-life corpse before. Except for Grandmaman. That was different. She was family. Has he gone stiff?
I shouldn't think so. He's only been dead a few minutes.
Alright, I think this is the better option. And yeah, like normally I feel like a YouTuber would just go with what he's got, basically, but in my case, I like to be thorough and make sure that I don't miss anything. And as long as I don't let it impact the video, I don't see a problem with that. So, I'm gonna, like, in most cases I'm kind of a completionist anyways, so this is more suited to me, I'd say. Let's ask about the clown.
Do you remember what happened when the clown entered?
I remember that horrible tune he played all right. It was like a funeral dirge.
I'd never liked accordion music either.
Thank you.
Did you know the old man?
No, monsieur. I never saw him before.
Did the clown speak to the old man?
No, he just laughed at him. Then he grabbed the old man's briefcase and ran out of the door.
Oh, that's not good.
Did the old man try to stop the clown?
Oh, he didn't have a chance. The clown dropped his accordion and ran out of the door. That's it. That's all I can remember.
How did the old man behave?
Well, agitated. He kept looking about him at the door, at his watch.
As if he was waiting for someone?
Yes, I suppose so. He was worried about something, that's for sure. If you ask me, he was having an affair. He had that look about him, like a guilty husband.
Maybe slightly off the mark.
Did you see what the old man had in his briefcase?
No, he didn't open it.
What did the old man do when the clown snatched his briefcase?
Nothing. He just sat there like he was frozen.
Newspaper.
Did this newspaper belong to the old gentleman?
I don't know.
Someone has scribbled a note on it. It reads, Salah Ed-Din, 1345. Does that mean anything to you?
No, monsieur, nothing.
Well, thank you.
Stay here, mademoiselle. I'm going to look around for evidence.
I remember now. We have to wait for this guy to be moved until we can do anything here. Alright, so let's do this again.
She'll leave. She confirms the American statement.
There we
A
go.
clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise.
Very well. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing.
So yeah, it probably
You may
doesn't
leave.
matter,
I
but
hope
still,
little
this is more
incident
satisfying
does
to
not
me.
Spoil the rest of your vacation.
Alright, here we go. Let's talk to this
the
guy.
sergeant was a scrawny man in his 50s who resembled a constipated chicken.
Hi, Nico. Just a moment.
Sergeant Moo?
Ah, Monsieur Stobart, n'est-ce pas?
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yes, sure.
Can I ask about things?
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once-over, as you Americans say. Once he gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
I found this in the street, Sergeant.
That, monsieur, is a newspaper, no?
There's a note written on it. Salah Ed-Din, 1345.
Aha!
That stumped you, hasn't it?
I have never been stumped, as you put it, in my life, monsieur. It is the name assumed by the clown, no?
Salah Ed-Din the clown? I don't think so.
Probably not.
Look, Sergeant, the inspector gave me his card.
Yes, monsieur. He wants you to advise him if you have any information concerning this case.
Well, I'd be glad to talk with him, but I don't want him working his psycho weirdness on me.
Ah, no, monsieur. You are confusing the science of parapsychology with witchcraft.
Oh, yeah? What's the difference?
We don't do sacrifices.
See you later, Sergeant.
Alright. So, let's have a look at
The girl
Nico.
presented a confident but sullen mask to the world, an expression more suited to the face of a delinquent youth. Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi. My name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yep, that's right.
Begin
On vacation in
womanizing.
Paris. Some vacation, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out in front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with a hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
What is that, some kind of nightclub?
Oh, no, it's a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. An
Yay!
eyewitness account. Minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
A clown? It's him again.
It's who?
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Yeah, this guy is like constantly trying to get on that, and she's like, nope, it's pretty good.
Who's the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Plantard. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Well, not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation. How did Plantard get your name?
Through the newspaper, La Liberté. I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy, the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantard said he could supply me with more information. Well, somehow the clown must have known about our appointment.
Why don't
Clown.
you tell me about the clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number.
Score!
You help me with my story and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Score!
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. I'll be on phone with you.
Oh, I didn't.
Fine. I'll see you soon.
Dang it! Didn't get to show her everything. You know what that means. Alright, so I gotta get better at this whole loading and saving thing, so I save more often. We're gonna just see what other things she has
Do
to
you
say.
know a police officer called Rosso?
Rosso? Our paths have a knack of crossing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was deliberate. Have you seen Rosso? Is he here?
He's inside, attempting to question a witness with his psychic
Whoops.
powers.
That guy is weird.
Yeah. I found this newspaper outside the cafe.
That is not a newspaper, it's a gossip rag.
It may have belonged to Plantard.
So, he had a taste for sensationalist smut with right-wing bias. That doesn't tell us much.
There's something written in it. Salah Eddin, 1345.
It sounds like a betting tip. The name of the horse and the time of the race. What do you think?
No.
I don't think it is. That's too obvious. I wouldn't mind betting. This is a coded message.
It's a romantic notion, but I don't think so.
Look, the inspector gave me his card.
I
So-
didn't know his first name was Augustin. It suits him, I must say.
Wow. Okay. Calm down, lady.
Why won't you tell me about the...
Alright, so now we can do this. Alright, so let's save. And let's have a look at the notes. Paris. Vacation. My long overdue vacation in Paris. This is the life. Sitting in cafes, drinking coffee, enjoying the sunshine, and the ladies. Whoa! The cafe just exploded! And he's like writing it down frantically on his notepad. Exploded! A clown left a bomb in an accordion, killed a guy, and nearly killed me. I will bring that clown to justice once I get some hearing back in my ears. The police don't think I had anything to do with the explosion, which is a relief. But who was responsible? Met a very cute photojournalist called Nicole Collard. She works for La Liberté, some kind of newspaper. She knew something about whoever planted the bomb, but wasn't giving much away. But she did give me her number. Woo!
The clown had fled into this alley, but there was no sign of him now.
Down the manhole.
By Nico and what she could tell me about the explosion.
So much to look
The
at
drain
here.
pipe looked as if it would bear my weight. I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe.
For what reason?
I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops.
Oh, I see.
The drain pipe hung limp and useless. I decided I'd had enough of messing with that drain pipe. It was a battered old trash can.
Something in it?
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Obviously, we're
It
gonna
was
check
a
the
plastic
manhole
crate.
last, because that's what we need to check.
There was nothing of interest. It was a battered old trash.
What's the cat doing in there? How did it even get in?
I'd had it with sticking my nose into French trash cans.
Alright, this.
It was an iron cover concealing the entrance to a drain or sewer. The cover was too heavy and awkward to lift with my bare hands.
So I need to get something. Alright, let's go and have a chat with this dude, and that might be it for this episode, I believe.
It was a battered metal toolbox.
Steal from it. He's probably gonna get mad.
Hey, stop that!
He got
Get away
mad.
from there! What do you think you're doing?
I was admiring your toolbox.
You
Oh,
know?
eh? Had a good look, have you? I'm warning you, if you touch it, I'll crack your nut.
Okay, I get your point.
Alright.
The muscular workman wore a morose expression, like a silent warning to leave him to get on with his job.
I like how he's just working when there's been like an explosion and he didn't even care.
Hey, you!
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah! I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
Alright, let's chat with him about
Did you
things.
see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
They really
not
are
in
not.
my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
More clown.
I have to find that clown. He's a killer.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
No, of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
No, but you act like one, sticking your nose in where it's not wanted. How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
I wondered what that bang was.
Wow.
Any bodies?
Yeah, an old man was killed.
Merde. I didn't think it was that serious. What about the waitress?
Oh, she's fine.
Thank the saints.
That's what he cares about.
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me?
Good
Work
day?
fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day.
Okay.
Can't beat. I could have knocked his block off.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now.
Was he the one who died in the cafe?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only
Good God,
I'd
this voice
been
actor.
more tolerant.
Regret
His
and
voice
remorse
must
are
get
strange
so
emotions.
sore.
They really bring out the hammiest actors in people.
And in voice actors.
What's in the toolbox?
What's in the toolbox? As if you didn't know. What's the big deal about tools, anyhow?
They're cool. Tools are civilization.
You
Yeah.
don't say.
That's right. Tools are what distinguish us from other animals.
Who are you calling an animal? I've met your sort before. Looking down your nose at me because I'm working class, huh? I've a good mind to knock your block off.
I need my block.
What kind of tools do you keep in your box?
Huh? You really are interested in tools?
Sure, like I said, tools are...
Yeah, civilization. So you keep saying.
So, are you going to show them to me?
Am I? Why, you...
Aw, come on. Just a little peek.
I've got work to do. Find someone
I
else
just want to
bother.
borrow, like, a crowbar or
Do
something.
you have a tool for
Yeah.
lifting manhole covers?
As it happens, I do.
Cool. Lend it to me, just for a few minutes.
No,
Aw, come on.
no. Get your own.
I will get your
Let me
own.
explain what I'm going to do with your manhole lifting tool.
Let me explain what I'm going to do with my pick.
Oh, hey, forget it. I'll come back when you're in a better mood.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Would you like to read my newspaper?
Good job.
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
No, I wanna... Oh, I see.
Pah! Look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Tcha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish.
They're mammals.
Ah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend.
Well, I guess he was wrong.
Reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning, she is. Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
Wow. So I didn't get to ask him about the card, but he would have just gone, "Hey, look who gave me his card," and he's like, "I don't even care." That's usually what happens. It's pretty
It was a battered
nice.
metal...
It's like you're having this serious
I found
conversation
just what I
about
wanted. A tool for lifting manhole covers.
about a killer, and then suddenly you go like, "Hey, do you want to check out my Rubik's Cube or whatever?" And it's like, yeah, maybe. No, let's not call her. So I'm gonna save now, and next episode I guess we'll either call her or go to the manhole. I'm not sure which I should do first. I guess I'll try both, maybe. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!